the first timers, I would like to introduce myself. This is Kirti here, and today we are having the webinar on the topic for building the confidence and individuality in the children today. And I'm the Executive Director of NIECCE. National Institute of Early Childcare and Education is providing pre-primary teacher training courses. Pre-primary teacher training, that is nursery teacher training and Montessori teacher training. So we train, certify, and do the placements. So once this training is completed, we do the placements also, which is in campus and outside campus also. So both. Apart from that, we also conduct a primary teacher training course, so which is going to be a total 6 months of 1 year of time. The new primary teacher training program is going to start from next week onwards. So whoever is interested can come and enroll with us. We've got around 24 branches across Karnataka. You can visit to our website, niecce.com, to get the center details, or you can also contact us directly on the number which is shown on the website, right? And today's speaker is Akshata ma'am. She's a trained entity teacher, as well as she's a MTech. She's an MTech holder. So I'll just give the statement.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. All the best to you all for today's program.
A very good afternoon to everybody. As Kirtish mentioned, I am Akshata. I've been a faculty in NIECCE for around 5 years now. We have trained efficient teachers till now. I'm looking forward for many to join the course and make teaching a good experience for our coming generations. Okay. So as of today's topic, the topic is build confidence and independence in your children or young children. Now, when I say young children, who come under this category of young children are pre-primary and primary kids. Okay. Now, why we give so much of importance for early education nowadays? See, earlier it was not so. Okay. See, for example, talking about myself. Yes.
Yeah. You can just click on admit.
Yeah, sure. I'll
okay.
Admit. Yeah.
And I hope all of you are able to see us clearly. See
yes,
and hear us clearly. Yeah. Good.
Yes, sir.
And for the first timers, just tilt your phone into the landscape mode. Just turn on the auto rotate on your phone and then turn it in the landscape mode so that you can see the full screen. Right? Thank you so much. Let the session be very interactive. It is not going to be one-sided. So only an interactive session is going to be a very useful session. So go ahead and throw your thoughts out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so coming back to our topic today, as I said, it's building confidence and independence in young children. Now, when I say young children, I mean pre-primary and primary kids. Now, why this age group matters a lot? Okay, I'll just give you an example. Now, as I was telling, see, myself, I haven't studied pre-primary as formal education, right? To be specific. I grew up in my grandmother's house during my early childhood days. Okay, nothing was taught to me in a structured way, but still there was a lot of learning happening in those days. Okay, but now the scenario is different. Not all the kids have the opportunity to grow up in a big family with a big family. It's more or less nuclear families now. Okay. So early education, why we give so much of importance nowadays is the scenario is different, the parenting styles are different, okay, and the way children accept things, process things, grasp things is also different. Okay, so building up confidence and independence becomes the first phase of setting a platform or a foundation for a good personality development, right? Now, why personality is very important in a child? Now, you would have seen, of course, I am talking about situation pre-pandemic, when we didn't have pandemic, okay, 2 years earlier, okay? You would have visited malls and, that is the basic, time spending, options we have, right? We go to the malls, we go to the cinema theaters, we go to hotels, okay, we sometimes go to the park or some nearby garden. You would see kids with different personalities. how they, put forth things in front of adults. How do they ask for things? Okay. Sometimes they are very aggressive. Sometimes they are very demanding. Sometimes they are very submissive. So there are multiple categories of children we have. Okay. So when it comes to personality development, we give lot of scope in early childhood years because only when you give the right foundation in the early years, the child is growing to become an individual who has confidence to face the society and as well as all the issues or issues annakagala, all the milestones which you have to achieve in your life, okay, upcoming life. Okay, so here I'm going to discuss few points. Of course, many of them we will already be doing it, but how effectively are we doing it is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, let's begin directly from the, what are the tips I would like to share with the parents and as well as the teachers. Okay, see, the basic difference between parents and teachers is there is, very informal setup at home, whereas there is a slightly formal setup at school. Okay, but the methods which are applicable both at home can be used even in school. Okay, so just to try to understand what are the things we are doing which is benefiting the child. Okay, and where are we taking wrong steps, to be precise, not wrong steps, I mean, in what better way can we help our children? Okay, yes. So the first one is ensure that the child knows that you love them unconditionally. Okay, parents first and foremost importance is let your child know that you love them unconditionally. Now, how many of you, there are so many participants, 29 of you, right? Okay, I'm not sure how many of you are mothers, but how many times do you actually tell your child, I love you? Do we actually tell it?
Almost every day.
Yes, very good. If you're telling it every day, very good. Okay. And how many of you give good night kiss and say sweet dreams? Okay, have a nice nap. I mean, how many of us do that? Okay, we
I
are
will
all
do daily, ma'am.
very good, very good. If you're doing it, excellent. Okay, that's a very good habit. Children have to get that confidence that the parents are always there to back them. Okay, unconditional love another they can expect only from parents. Okay, so express it. Often Indian parents especially, see, we have not grown up like that, right? Now when we were growing up, our generation, we weren't, our parents weren't so expressive, right? uh, Appreciation would be in terms of buying us something, taking us out, or buying new clothes, buying sweets. But now it is not so. The scenario has changed, as I told you earlier. So express your love to your children. That's very important. When the child knows that people around him or her love love them unconditionally, automatically ನೀವು ಒಂದು boost you're giving to the confidence of the child. Okay, ensure that. Cultivate their sense of belonging. Okay, now wherever you see at home, see to that there is a sense of belonging to the child. Okay, now when you construct a new house, okay, just a minute. Yeah, sorry. When you construct a new home, you put a nameplate, right? And on the nameplate it says who resides inside. Why do you do so? Don't you know that it is your house? You just put the door number, it is fine. The postman will find your address, and whoever is going to visit your home will know it. But still, we give a name, yeah, and we put our names, whoever is residing there inside. Okay, why? To give ourselves a sense of belonging, right? It is a something which you have achieved with lot of effort. The same thing is applicable even to the child. But have you thought about it? ನಾವ್ ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಾ? Right? The child should know that it is his family. It is her house, her things around. Okay, so make sure that you have all the things of the child displayed. Okay, now most of the children they bring craft work after school, right? School alli ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. What do you do with it? How many of you display it?
We will ask them what you did.
Yeah, do you display
And we will congratulate them.
Yeah, do you display it in your home just to show
Yes,
that
ma'am,
this
I
is
do.
child's
Yes,
craft?
ma'am, we will do.
Just use the walls.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
No cupboards. Just put a cellophane tape and display it. Okay, have everything displayed in one corner so the child knows that it is his creation. Okay, address the child by his name. Okay, do not call a Bailey or Bailey. Whatever pet names you have, make sure that you address the child every time with the same name. Okay, and whoever comes home to visit you, introduce your child also. He is part and parcel of your family. Okay, that's how the child will know he belongs to the family. And yes, I belong to this group. So that belongingness should be there. Okay, next, what else can you do? Address them by their name. Very important. Even at school, teachers especially.
Excuse me, ma'am, your
do not
voice
address
is breaking.
them even if you now is it clear? Is it breaking for everybody?
Yes, ma'am. Few minutes.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I think please check your network issues if it is not clear. I think most of them can hear me. Okay, yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah, address by their name. So as I was telling, not only at home, even in school, teachers, it is their responsibility to know each and every child's name in the classroom. Okay, so address the child with their name, not with their roll numbers or not with their appearance. Oh, that girl who's putting two ponytails. Okay, that child with the orange shirt. Okay, avoid doing such things in the class. Address the child by their name and not by their roll numbers or anything else. Okay, the same is applicable even at home. Give them age appropriate special tasks. See, when I say age appropriate tasks, I mean to make the child independent in their day-to-day activities. Okay, now the child is 4 years old or 5 years old. Allow the child to brush his or her teeth, take bath, get ready to take bath, take a towel, take out all his clothes. Okay, let him choose what he wants to wear for that day. Give that freedom. Okay, so that the child is aware ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮಗುಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. See, most of the time I have seen children grown up 6th standard, 7th standard, they still wait for their mothers to come and put lunch into their plate and then serve it in front of them. ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. Okay, and you ask them, is this there in your house? They'll tell, I don't know, my parents know. How will I know what's there in my house? So this thing is what you need to avoid. Give lot of importance to develop life skills. Life skills andre eno? You are empowering the child to face challenges in day-to-day basis. How do you empower them? Give them opportunity to do their work on their own. Very important. Do not feed the child. Okay, allow the child to eat by himself. Of course, galij ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, we agree. Again, it is our own job to clean the mess, but still only then the child will learn. Only when you do, you learn. When you see, you don't learn. Okay, always remember this. Same thing again applicable to the school. You are asking the child to play a game. Demonstrate first and then ask the child to play the game. Okay, when you are doing art and craft activity with the child, say for example vegetable printing, you have a lady's finger. Okay, and you are making flowers out of it, right? You all would have done water paint ali we dip the lady finger and we make flowers out of it. Okay, so the task is make the vegetable printing in classroom. Okay, so don't hand hold the child. Do not hold the child's hand and say, okay, come on, move your hand, dip it into the paint. Now slowly move, dip it onto the book. Don't do this. The child will just act like a robotic arm, whereas you are doing all the work as a teacher. Okay? The work need not be excellent or fantastic, but there has to be a satisfaction to the child that he has done it on his own, he or her, any child for that matter. Okay, so that self accomplishment annadidiyalla, that comes only when the child does their own things. Okay, at home, most of them, this is where we lag back, as giving that confidence to the child, because most of the things nave ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ as parents, because we don't want them to waste time, we don't want them to make things dirty. Okay, so please restrain this. Now of course we have most of you are working from home, so use this opportunity to train your child to be more independent. Okay, water bottle, ask them to fill their water bottle by themselves. Okay, ask to prepare pack their snacks when we go back to school again, is what I'm telling. Ask them to check their timetable, pack their books, whatever they want. Okay, one dina magu tagondogilla one book school ge. Okay, the child will face the consequence. Let the child experience it. Okay, it is not humiliating. The teacher is just going to tell the child to be careful the next time and bring the book to the school. Okay, so when the child experiences it, the next day automatically the child will refer to the timetable and pack the books. Okay, do not handhold your child for every small activity. Okay, so give them responsibilities even at home at their level. Got it? And they can help you in household chores. Okay, segregating vegetables, segregating fruits, and keeping all the vessels back into their place. Okay, putting clothes into the washing machine. Okay, drying the clothes, helping you out, folding small t-shirts, napkins, all these can be taught. Okay, these are nothing but empowering your child to develop their life skills, okay, where they can survive independently. Okay, yes, next, give them responsibilities. Say for example, you are planning a picnic or you're going to your mother's house. Okay, on the journey, what are the things you require? You require snacks, you require water bottle, napkins, right? So give small responsibilities to your child. Give a bag, ask the child to pack whatever is necessary for you to travel. Okay, they can pick up the biscuits, the chips, or fill in the water bottles. Okay, these are the responsibilities. And then check, oh, what have you done? Oh, good, you have packed it well. Okay, if they have missed out on anything, remind them. Okay, and then they will get the responsibility. Yes, who packs everything before going to picnic? Oh, I do. So that sense of responsibility has to come to the child. Okay, next, decision making, again a very very crucial thing. Only when you start decision making at an early stage, as you grow older, you will have the confidence to make decisions in main things which arrive at later part of the life. All the crucial tasks which arrive, which course I have to take, which school I have to send my child. Okay, now most of the adults, how many of us are here? 33 of us. Okay, how many of you are very very confident in taking decisions or making decisions? Right? Very few of us. Good. If you're very confident at making decisions, good. But still, some of us look back to our parents' suggestions, or we take our spouse suggestion, or we take our suggestions from siblings, because we are very skeptical. Namak bhaya decision making madake, because we haven't taken any so far, right? So if you're doing it, very good. So allow them to make decisions. They don't have to decide which TV you have to buy. No, definitely not. Which car you have to buy. No, definitely not. But they can make decisions like, okay, what you have to wear. what they can wear. Say you're taking the child to a party. Okay, ask the child, what do you want to wear? How many of us ask, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು frock ತೆಗಿತೀವಿ, or we'll take out some, jeans and t-shirt and say, no, you're wearing this. Okay, by chance the child picks some, old clothes which you had bought, but it is his favorite. Then you're going to tell immediately. ಯಾರೇನು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. See, the mom is dressed up so nicely, and look at the child, how he looks. Isn't it? So explain the scenario, explain it to the child. See, we are going to a party. Everybody there are going to be well dressed. So you have to look your best. Come on, pick up your clothes. Explain the situation before getting angry. Give the chance to the child to make small decisions like this. Okay, not only clothes, the food they eat, not only that. Other things like study time. Okay, give them options. Are you comfortable in the morning, or are you going to play and then sit and read? It is your decision. But you have to study for 1 hour. Okay, make rules, give them choices, and then let them pick. That is when resistance will be less. See, when do you resist? When you don't like it, when you don't like the rules and regulations. Alma, that is when we resist, right? So give them options to negotiate. This is what we call negotiation. Most of us, I'm very poor at bargaining even now. Okay, whatever the price the shop fellow is going to tell, because I'm very scared to argue. The negotiation skills are very, very poor even now. So this is how you teach negotiation. Okay, in turn, it is win-win situation both for the child and for the parent. Okay, you are not going to squabble with each other, right? And the child also knows, oh God, I have agreed for this, let me follow it. Okay, so let the child make small decisions like this. Next, problem solving, very important, right? See, as adults, we have n number of problems with people around us, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes even parents, we have problems with parents, we have problems with our spouse, very much. We have problems with friends. Okay, we have problems with siblings. We sometimes think twice. Oh, how should I tell this to my sister? How should I tell this to my brother? Okay, so these are all some problems which arise throughout our life. Okay, because we are surrounded with people. Okay, the same is applicable even to the child. The child might have faced problems at school, with the friends, with his friends, with her friends. Okay, with reading, with writing, with homework. Okay, and of course with parents. The child might not always be happy with the parents, right? So let them solve small problems on their own. Okay, say some teacher asked a question in the class. The child was not able to answer, so the teacher warned the child. Warned in the sense, told the child, okay, please, you have to read again, you have to come prepared for the class. Okay, and the child comes home running, crying, and says, no ma'am, ellar munde baidbitru. Do not interfere as a parent. Do not jump into conclusion that, oh, the teacher has told something and that's why my child is crying. Ask the child to explain what happened. Okay, what did you do? What did the teacher ask? Okay, let the child solve its own problems. Do not enter in every small issue of the child. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೆಳೀತಾ 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 the child will always look back to your suggestion. The child will lose its individual decision making capacity. Okay, a problem solved, the problem bandaga, that's when children get scared. Okay, now why I'm telling all this is, I have seen adults. Earlier I was working in an engineering college. I have seen how adults andre yav age group iruttare engineering maklu, 18 and 19-year-old. Okay, by the time they are in the final year, they're 21 years old. But still, some of them lack this decision making skills. Okay, they will have 2-3 offers in their hand. They'll be very good academically, but they are not sure what to pick, which one to pick. Okay, of course, we as lecturers, we used to do counseling, and their things are different. But still, this is where I found the difference. Why children are like that when they grow into adults. That's because illi chikkavaridaga avarige freedom kottiralla to make decisions. That confidence only is not built. Okay, so work more on it. Avoid hand holding. I told you, no, avoid hand holding. Okay, even now, I mean, 2 years back, I could see most of my friends or my family members who used to take off second magu. The child is in second PUC, and for exams, parents take 1 month leave or 1 week leave. Why? Magu know this beko. It is not that the parent is putting effort to teach the concept. The parent is there at home to support the child, see to that the child is continuously reading. Okay, so this is what is called as hand holding. Elladukku you don't have to push the child. Okay, tell the child, see, if you score good marks, only then you are going to fare well. Okay, do not give yourself an example. Now, see, otherwise you will become like me. You will just go to an ordinary job. No, you will have a better life. You can make things better for other people. Okay, put it in these sentences. Negativity, na, as far as possible, remove it. Okay, not only older children, even younger children. Okay, homework books, especially the parent only packs, mother only packs the homework books. Mother checks the diary. The child is not at all aware what the school is asking him or her to do. Next day, you have to take some material to the school, but the child is blissfully, playing around, thinking that, oh, my mother would have packed. Why should I bother? One day, don't pack it. Let the child face the consequence. Second day, automatically the child will come and remind you, Mama, ma'am told me to bring so and so things. Please give it to me. I'll put it in my bag. Okay, so do that. Avoid hand holding. Allow kids to fail. Now, how many of us do that? We always want our kids to top. How many times have we told, put in your effort. We look at the result later. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ವಾ? Very few, yeah, good. But if you're doing it, as I told, very good. Okay? See, allow the child to fail. ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. That failures are the stepping stones of life ಅಂತ. You should follow it also. So allow the child to fail. Only when the child experiences what is being failed, the child will put in effort to again come back to the set goal. Okay, magu failure nodilla. Every time you are pushing the child, okay, then the child will not, it will be a shocker when they grow up. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು CET ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. We see every now and then we see lot of news in the newspaper, especially when you get results, right? 10th standard PUC results. It's very scary, the next day to see the newspaper. How many kids take drastic steps in life? For what? For just failing in a subject which is so trivial when you imagine the entire life, right? So allow your child to fail. Do not expect your child to always be a winner. Okay? Yes. Then help them overcome the fear of failure. Okay? I have seen adults where engineering students, they cry sometimes. Okay? With the fear of failure. Ma'am, I haven't failed any class till now. So if I'm going to fail in this subject, then my parents are going to, ask me, question me. They are not going to be happy. Or tumba bejaragbidutte. So fear now you have to remove from the child. Tell the child, putting effort is more important. Result we look later. No matter even if you fail, it is okay. We are there to support you. It is not impossible. That confidence you have to give to your child. Okay, our failure, the fear na tegidbitre, automatically you will be confident. Okay, now if you see, most of you, if I ask you to come and talk in front of people, now of course I'm talking in front of one dot there. Okay, but earlier if we had offline classes, we used to have lot of around 50-60 strength in one batch, in one section, in one class. Okay, now if I have to teach so many, you should have that fear. I mean, you shouldn't have that fear of people judging you or you failing as a good teacher or a good faculty. Okay, most of you I have seen, they have this fear to talk in front of people. right? So all these things are nothing but fear of failure. ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, are they going to judge me? Oh God, am I going to look funny in front of people? So all these things are eliminated, are removed if the fear of failure is removed. Okay, then celebrate effort. We celebrate wins, alwa, every time. Whenever India wins the match, you can hear the sound, crackers blasting outside. Okay, we are all screaming, yeah, come on India, come on India. Okay, we lose by 2-3 runs, again we are very very sad. Do we celebrate for that effort which the team put? No, we don't know the concept of celebrating the effort. ಎಷ್ಟು effort ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, can't we celebrate that? Big deal if we don't win, right? So always make it a point to celebrate with your child, no matter whether the child is come first rank or 10th rank, that doesn't matter. Okay, appreciate your child, say that you have put in effort, little more effort, yes, next time you're going to definitely pass. Okay, so don't reprimand the child, do not tell adike nanu helid mat kelbeku. Okay, see, when you say that, automatically the child will go back to the set back all 10 steps back, thinking that, oh, I should have listened to somebody, I made my own decision and see, look what happened. Okay, so all these things are interlinked. You be very very careful in the words which we use to speak to our child. Okay, next, encourage them to express their feelings. How many of you talk to your child? Most of them, during pre-pandemic stage, whenever most of the parents, they used to come and pick their child. Okay, as soon as you pick your child, school the child will tell colors. What colors did you learn? Okay, the child will start telling. Which is that color? Tell me, let me see. The question and answer and the exam starts there only. Assessment also on the road only. By the time you take the child home, how many of us actually ask, how was your day? What did you learn? Did you learn something new today? If you are doing, excellent. That is what the child requires. If you are not, even it was something new for me also, I have learnt. Okay, that is the way. That's the way you have to express. Okay, allow the child to express their feelings. If you cut off the child, even in the classroom, okay, or whenever you're teaching, if the child tells, if you're talking about, say, neighboring places, okay, and the child says, ma'am, there is a cake shop near my house. Of course, that is the neighboring place. Do not cut off the child and say, okay, keep quiet, I know, keep quiet. Don't tell that. Give the child up. Oh, is it? Wow. There is a cake shop near her house. Oh, the child feels, wow. See, whatever I answered, ma'am has accepted it. And look, everybody noticed. Okay, so this attention is what the child needs. Allow the child to express their feelings. Matadi avar jate. Okay, it can be as silly as, why did you sharp your pencil so much? The child will explain, I thought I wanted to make the pencil even more sharp and I wanted the point edge, but it went on breaking and that's why I went on sharpening it. That's a story, but it was a feeling of the child. Okay, listen to the child, allow the child to express. Okay, don't get upset about mistakes. Okay, as I told you, adults now, just keep a count. Tomorrow maybe, okay, because today already half a day is over. Tomorrow, just keep a count. How many mistakes you would have made right from the time you would have woken up and then till you go to bed. N number of mistakes. You would have lost the count. Any mistake madidde anta. Okay, so that is just a child. He is just a child. We are all growing. We keep growing till we, the last day, right? So allow the child to make mistakes. Do not get upset. Of course, it is human nature. Okay, we are all stressed. We work stress irutte, family stress irutte, financial stresses irutte. But see to that you don't get upset and you make the child also feel, oh God, what a blunder I have made. Don't make the child feel miserable. Okay, you say, for example, the place is messy. Tell the child, now I'm very angry. Please come and help me out. You have to help me out now. Stern, assertive, not authoritative. Okay? When you become authoritative, the child will think, oh, you're the boss and I have to just follow the orders. And that's when the child will resist. Okay? Next, show empathy. Empathy andre enu? Yaradru answer madtira? You can please unmute and answer. What is empathy?
Placing yourself in
Sorry, ma'am. Vanita, ma'am. It's you. Okay.
placing yourself in somebody else's position.
Yeah, yes, correct. Okay. So, see, empathy is do not be very, very, strict about things. Do not be very, very particular about things. Okay. Show some, say, being common agi kannadadalli helbeku andre ayyo papa antivalla, that you have to feel it from your heart, not just tell the dialogue. Oh, ayyo papa, right? So empathy is what you feel towards others. What are they experiencing? Okay, let me feel their emotion. Okay, so it is your child. See, as I always say, whatever you are, your child is going to be just a mirror. Okay, your child is a mirror. That's it. Okay, how you would have behaved as a child, you would have seen traits of it. It's the same gene pool. We can't change that, right? So show that empathy. Or when they need support, say for example they have failed in some exam, do not throw them out, Tara. I mean, put them into a room and then you don't talk to them. I have seen mothers and fathers, they don't talk to children for days when they do mistake. Okay, it is very, of course the child will not show nam tara ota neeru ella bidala magu. Okay, don't expect the child to know yenadru chinte idya. No, that will not happen. But inside the child will always feel, oh, see, this is what I've done and that's why my parents are not talking to me. Okay, so have that empathy, give them some leverage. Okay, yes, make sure they know that you are upset with their choices and not with who they are. See, very important. When you are upset, do not show that you are upset on that person. You are upset on the choices the child has made. Okay, I told you not to take that to the school. Now see, you lost the toy. The choice was to take the toy to the school, right? So make sure that you make the you frame the sentence correctly and then tell for what you are upset. Okay, do not go back to history and tell, oh, right from the birth you are like this and you are just born to irritate me and this and that and all nonsense whatever we talk every usually. Okay, so avoid doing that. Okay, let the child know that his choices are wrong, but he as an individual or she as an individual is not bad, is not wrong. Okay, even in school, very important. Okay, if the child is not performing academically well, that doesn't mean the child is not concentrating in the class. Many children have processing difficulties, learning difficulties. Okay, that is again entire different topic of discussion which we can have. But do not judge a child by the way they do things, because choices can be wrong, the child cannot be wrong. Always remember this as a parent and as an educator. Okay, then resisting comparing them to others. Please resist. Okay, we only don't like comparing. If you go back to your own childhood days, imagine you be comparing to your cousin or somebody, your neighbor, and your mommy or your mother or your father tells, oh, look at them, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ placement ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು they have gone to some other foreign country and they have settled down there, and look at you, you're just working as a teacher in some school here. Okay, so this comparison no human being likes, because we are all unique, just like our fingers, right? We are all unique. So each and every child is unique, and there will be a right time for the child to bloom. Allow the child to bloom in its own pace. Do not expect, oh, that flower is bloomed, now why is my flower not still like a bud? Okay, you never know, it might take time, but it will bloom out to be a even better or even beautiful looking flower than that flower. Okay, so comparison ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Not only with other kids, with your family, children with your in your family, even between siblings. Because see, firstborns, their mindset is different. Secondborns, their mindset is different. Okay, they are again two individual people, though they are born to the same set of parents, right? So this comparison should not happen. You compare ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, you are drawing a benchmark and you're expecting the child to meet that standard, which might not happen. Okay, so never compare children with anybody. Okay, yeah. Any doubts you have so far? You want to discuss, you want to share something, you want to input, give your input, your experiences? Please feel free to share if you have seen any circumstances like this. Okay, because see, I have a sister and we have an age gap of 10 years. Okay, now I can't expect my sister to behave just like me. She is a complete different. It's like two faces of the coin tara. Okay, so you can't expect your children to be the same, right? Comparison madbedi. Okay, next, give praise and specific positive feedback. Okay, now say for example, if I say, oh wow, you have done a good job, oh excellent, oh very nice, these are all general phrases. Okay, now when I say, wow, you've written well today, you have followed the line concept, and it is so neat, you haven't used the eraser. See, I am being specific. Generalize agi praise ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ. Whatever the child is good at, address that thing and then praise. Wow, you spoke so well on stage today. Your sentences were perfect. And you looked at all the members in the audience. Wow, that's how you talk. Very good. See, be more specific. Okay, even at home. Hey, wow, you behaved so well today. And when the guests came, you came out of your room and you wished them. Wow, that's good. See, this is how you have to behave. So be very, very specific when you appreciate. Do not say, okay, good job. Okay, you did well. Don't do that, right? So the child will understand, oh, these are the things which I did well. Come on, next time I'm going to do it again. So it becomes habit formation. Okay, yeah. Next, self-esteem. What is self-esteem? Anybody? Self-esteem andre ಏನು?
Feeling good about you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Feeling good about yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Anybody else? What is self-esteem?
Being confident about ourselves.
Yes, one of the way to put for this. Thank you, Anita ma'am and Megha. Yeah, so one of the way you can put across self-esteem is, you being confident about yourself, about what you do. Oh, okay, and basically you're confident among a group of people. You're not feeling inferior to anybody. Okay, that is self-esteem. How many of us exhibit it? Very few, right? Some people, they resist to come and talk in a group because they are scared. They don't know which topic they are going to talk. Am I capable enough to talk to them on the same topic? Oh, let's avoid talking to them. Okay, let's not talk to them. The same thing happens even to a child. Self-esteem is very, very important. Okay, it doesn't come in the way you dress, in the type of dress you're wearing, or the skin color which you have. No, it doesn't come with all this. You might be wearing the best looking dress in the hall, in the gathering, but still your self-esteem can be low. Okay, how do you boost the self-esteem of the child? Praise the child when the child gives a positive behavior, when the child exhibits good behavior. Okay, allow the child, acknowledge whatever the child is telling, acknowledge the feelings of the child. Okay, when the child is heard, automatically the child will get that self-esteem, that confidence in him. Okay, so imbibing the self-esteem starts from home. nowhere else. Okay, so say for example, the child is trying some cool glasses. Okay, I mean, the child has looked at the glass and he's trying. Oh, okay, remove it, remove it. It doesn't suit you. Do not snub the child. Okay, no, this is not for us. It's all for different class of people. Do not make such statements. Okay, allow the child to explore things. Right, that's very important. Self-esteem of a person, ಅದು shatter ಆಗದು because of family scenarios only. So make sure that at home you're not going to comment or give remarks on anything which the child picks or chooses. Okay, next, teach them negotiation. Of course, I've covered this point. Negotiation na kalsi, it is very, very important. It is win-win situation both for the parent and for the child. Okay, then let go and drop off. Okay, let go and drop off and then how many of us, how many of you ladies here have had night outs when you were young? Night outs or going night outs are not literally night outs, just to sleep overnight in your friend's house. Wow, Megha, good. You've had that opportunity. Very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Kusuma also, good. Wow. Good, yeah? Okay, at least 2-3 of them have the opportunity here. Okay, I have never had that opportunity to go and have a sleep overnight in my friend's house because obviously my parents were very, very scared. Okay, to leave your child outside in somebody else's house. Of course, they had known each other. Parents were friends, but still they were skeptical. They were not confident. Okay, so now it's not the scenario. Arrange for play dates. Of course, after the pandemic, thanks to all these pandemic things, and we have lost the track of our usual lifestyle which we had, right, pre-pandemic. So allow your child to have play dates. Okay, let the child be away from you at least for few hours, not school. Okay, drop off the child to his or her friend's house. Okay, talk to their parents. Okay, have a connection between parents. Okay, that's very, very important. Nimgu support sigute, emotional, and you will get a social friend for yourself. Okay, so drop off your child. Do not be scared. What will happen? Things might get out of hand for one first time. The second time it will be normal. Okay, when the child is away from you, the child will be more independent. He knows what are his things. I have to take care of my belongings. I have to take care of myself. Okay, I have to sleep. I have to get up, brush my teeth, have my breakfast. So that independence will come to the child. Allow the child to be away from you. It can be friend's house, it can be grandparents' house. Just allow the child to be without you at least for 1 or 2 days. Okay, first time it is a challenge. Second time, trust me, it's going to be a smooth ride, and the child also will tell, yeah, don't worry, I will be. You can go. You can go back home. Okay, allow the child to be independent like that. Then okay, encourage them to try new things. Okay, do not have that mindset that navenu madilla, let's stick to the same path. It's tried and tested anyway. Okay, but now it's not the same. Allow the child to experience new things, learn new things. Okay, you never know in which area the child will excel. Okay, see, what you need to know as a parent, as an educator, is academics is not all everything nowadays. Gone are the days where we were expecting distinctions and all, gold medals and all those things. Now people expect you to be street smart. Okay, smartness, how well you think, how well you can handle people, how well you can handle stress. Okay, teach all this to your children. That is the need of the hour. Academic excellence, of course, we appreciate if you have it. Very good, nothing to it. But if the child is excelling in some other area, do not curb it and pull the child back and put him again in front of the books. You never know which area the child is going to excel. Okay, see, actually intelligence alli Gardner's intelligence anta kariತೀವಿ ನಾವು. There are 8 intelligences. Okay, 8 types. So in that you have linguistic, you have musical, you have visual, you have auditory. Okay, all these poets, musicians, okay, artists, painters, okay, or for example, Picasso. All these people have multiple intelligences. It is not only related to your academics. Okay, so encourage them to try new things. So when they try new things, they will meet new people. They will learn how to interact with people. Automatically, they will go little far away from the shadow of parents. And when they go away from the shadow of parents, automatically you are responsible for yourself, and that is when you will get confidence. Okay. Then praise perseverance. Perseverance is rain. I'll give a clue. Try until you succeed.
Continuity.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So perseverance is the way you are putting continuous, effort. You're not going to once I fail I'm going to put a full stop. Yeah, come on, let's leave it, drop it. No, you're going to try and try again till you succeed. That is perseverance. Okay, have you seen children learning to climb stairs? Okay, toddler age only. First milestone, they start crawling, and then slowly they start to climb small things. The first one they go to try is stairs. Okay, they don't stop. So many times they tumble down and fall. Okay, but still, do they stop? No. That is perseverance. It is there even in young children, but we curb it. As parents or as educators, sometimes we curb it. So let's avoid this. Perseverance, praise them. Okay, applaud the efforts. Okay, wow, you went on trying, very good. Okay, so make sure that they are going in the right path. Try and try until you succeed. Okay, then embrace imperfections. We have so many imperfections in us. Yes or no? Alva, in us, in our spouse, in our parents, in our siblings, we have n number of imperfections. But still we have accepted them. But when it comes to kids, we want them to be perfect. Okay, our usual thought is, I couldn't do it. I'm providing everything to my child, but still he is not able to do it. Okay, so don't throw in your passion, your vision to the child. Okay, please don't, expect the child to perform as what you would have performed if given you the opportunity. Okay, so say for example, I wanted to go to a dance school and learn dancing and all that, but unfortunately, the scenario didn't permit me to have that facility. Okay, but now I expect my expectation would be as a parent that okay, my child should come on excel in dance because I didn't have opportunity, but I'm giving it to my child. But my child doesn't know anything of dance. Danu barala. The child is not interested. The child is more into listening to music, and playing around with things. So don't enforce your ambition to your child. Okay, yes. So allow them to follow their passion, embrace their imperfection. Nobody is perfect. Okay. Then practice positive self-talk. Self-talk, of course, it is not psychologically okay. But see, self-talk is, sometimes when you're sitting alone, you would have thought, oh, I would have done a little better. Maybe even, when I go back home after this session, on the way I will be thinking, phrase shit, I just missed this point, yeah. So this is self-talk. It has to be in a positive way. It shouldn't be like, oh, today's class didn't go well, no? Oh God, I don't know how many of them got bored of me. I couldn't see anybody's camera on also. Half of them would have put the camera, I'm just telling, yeah, guys, half of them would have logged in and they would have taken a nap also. So these are negative thoughts which come in self-talk. Okay, so teach the child, let the child know that self-talk is for appreciation. Okay, and delete all the negative thoughts which come in the child's mind. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? When you yourself follow it as a parent. Okay, you should be a model for your child. Do not show somebody else ನೋಡು ಅವ್ರ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Aren't you, doing great in your life, in your particular lives? Show yourself as an example. Come on, look at me. See, I didn't get worried. Yeah, I failed in one subject, but still, see, am I not doing well? Give yourself as an example. Okay, that's important. Then, yeah, the other most important thing is join in when they play. How many of you play with your children? Yes, ma'am. Model parenting. Correct, ma'am. That's the term. Model parenting. You do it yourself and then should give an example to your child. Yeah. How many of you play with your children? Play means literally play. You run around, you skip, you jump, or you pull each other, tug of war. Okay? All these. Very good. Good. Very good. Very good. Okay, applause to all the, mothers here who play with their child. Okay? Don't you think it's the most, relaxing time of your day when you play with your child, right? You would have forgotten about all the worries. Nale belige ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, breakfast ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, oh, did I soak rice for dosa tomorrow? All that is, it just vanishes off from your head. You become a child with your, kids, right? When you play. Okay, so in play rules, there are some rules which as adults we have to follow. We are going into their world, so you have to behave like them. You cannot go step into their play and tell, okay, I am going to make rules now, come on, let's play now. That's not fair, right? Yeah. So as you play with them, they learn some positive things, and you in turn as a parent, you will know what exactly your child is, because that is when the child is not putting any filters. The child is blissfully unaware that the parent is observing. Even at school, the correct personality of a child you will know only in the sandpit or in the play area, not in the classroom. In the classroom, everybody are very, very quiet. Okay, in the play area and in the sandpit, that is when you will see the actual personality of the child. So play with your child to understand them better. Spend some time with them. It's quality time. It's worth it. Okay. Then, of course, even I have been addicted for WhatsApp and Insta and Facebook. But please, let's consciously put in an effort and play with our child. Okay. Make special time together as a family. Yes, learning beyond classroom. Correct. Okay. Learning happens. See, everywhere we learn, not only in the closed walls of a classroom, right? Every time learning happens. So in turn, you're teaching your child, and in turn, you're learning as a parent or as a educator. Okay. Then make special time together as a family. Spend as much as possible time together. Of course, see, there are some, the pandemic shouldn't have happened, but look at the positive side of pandemic. Okay. We got to spend so much of time as family. Yes or no? Initially, at least lockdown days. Family time another, that is when actually we spent. Okay, otherwise we are running around. The weekdays we are running around, drop the child to the school, come on, you go to the work, and then come back, pick your child, again go back, cook something, just grab some bites, and then just go back to sleep, and again the cycle repeats. Weekends, okay, come on, get ready and let's go to a mall. We just spend time looking at the lights there and going up and down the escalator, and then coming back home tired, and then getting back again on Monday, right? So some positive things of pandemic is we got to spend lot of time as family. We got to eat home cooked, healthy, hot meals with our family. Okay, see to that this continues throughout. Okay, and whenever you give time to your child, it should be undivided attention, andre where the focus, the time is entirely the child's. You're not going to divide everything. Okay, on the way, alli tailor ge batte kotbitu, again on the way we'll pick up some vegetables and then come back home. Now this is your shopping. There is no quality time spent at all with your child. Okay, just sit in a corner, take a storybook. Come on, read the storybook, narrate the story. Okay, now see, there is a Ganesha festival coming. Okay, what better way to start with spending time with your child? Pick up a story. How Ganesha and Subramanya, they found the fruit, both started fighting for the fruit, and then they went to their parents. Mama told, okay, let's cut it to the half and cut it half and give. But Papa told, Shiva told, no, 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 you have to eat the the whole fruit, and only then you're going to get the knowledge and wisdom. And what happened later? Enact it with your child. Okay, Subramanya went on a peacock, but Ganesha's vehicle was a mouse. How would he go around the world, around the universe on a mouse? Ask questions, ask the children to tell what might have happened. This is quality time. Okay? Yes. Then, second, the most important point, actually, I should have told it first. Surround them with positive and confident people. See, most of the time, of course, we call them family, but some people in our family, see, it's their mindset, it is their approach to life. They are filled with negative thoughts, negative feedbacks, negative remarks. Okay, avoid, taking your child with, when surrounded by such people. Okay, see to that your child is surrounded by people who have positive outlook towards life. We all have, nobody's life is perfect. Even the richest man in India. Who's the richest man in India? ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, according to statistics. Who owns Santalila? Anybody can answer?
Mukesh Ambani.
Yes. See, don't you think he has stresses? Don't you think he has issues? Okay, every time he wakes up in the morning, he'll be thinking, okay, what are the share values of, Geo going to be today? How is it going to affect my business? Okay, am I going to be in the number 1 slot, or am I going to come down? Every boat has holes. Some are bigger, some are smaller. That's it. Okay, so life is all about imperfections and how you put in effort to make it perfect. Okay, so make sure that your child is surrounded by people who are positive. Okay, if you know that, oh, this person is very, very negative, he speaks negative, okay, tumba demotivate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, do not take your child there. No, we don't require such people. Okay, next, create shower them with hugs. Very important again. Okay, at the beginning of the session only I had told, let your child know that you love your child, right? How many of you give hugs? No matter, doesn't matter, even if the child is older, 18-19 years also, no matter, it's still your child. Okay, yes, earlier it does, earlier, of course, our parents also were emotionally attached to us, but it was not visibly expressive ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, or they didn't know because their parents also never had that opportunity. Okay, but for you it is not the same. Okay, hug your child and tell your child that yes, you are a confident, human being, and I'm always there with you. Okay, in the classroom scenario, what can you do? In ಮಾಡಬಹುದು classroom scenario ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Motivate and praise. See, as a teacher, do not judge any child. Every child in your classroom has equal potential. Yes, emotional bonding is very, very important with the child. Okay, that's why they call, teacher, school is a second home and the teacher is a second mother. They just simply don't tell it for words. It's literally you have to follow. Sometimes children do not talk to parents freely. They express with the teacher. So first create that bond between you and your children. Okay, let them know that, okay, she's my teacher. Okay, then create realistic goals. See, based on the capacity, based on the efforts that your child is going to put in, give individual goals to each of your child in your classroom. Okay, group goal tara ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು, come on, everybody should learn 1 to 100. I'll give you time, 1 day time. Some of them will be able to achieve, but some it's not possible. Okay, so give realistic goals according to the capacity of the child. Communication is the key. Yes, smart goals, ma'am, correct. Okay, see, communication is the key. Talk to the children. Okay, do not have communication one way. Okay, always see to that your child also expresses his or her feeling in the classroom. Communicate, ask, discuss what is the issue, where you can help the child. Only when the child talks, you can understand, or there is an opportunity for you to help your child. Okay, Then have a corner. Even in classrooms, we have, children activity corner where you display. Even no, it doesn't matter. It did not be the excellent looking art and craft item, but still you have to display it. The sense of belonging in the classroom comes through the display. Okay, put names, stickers, okay, of their passport size photographs on the birthday charts. Okay, this is how you develop confidence in the classroom scenario. Okay, praise their efforts even as a teacher, not only as a parent. Praise their efforts. Okay, applaud them. It will not take much time of your class. Okay, wow, she did an excellent job. Come on, let's clap for her. Okay, it boosts the confidence of the child. The self-esteem will automatically go high. Then encourage them to ask questions. Now I'm going to do that to you all also. Encourage them to ask questions. Do not just teach and ask them to write. Did you understand? Do you want to talk? Do you want to share anything? Then slowly the child will open up and communicate with the teacher. Encourage them to ask many questions. Do not curb them and say, oh, that is a silly question. Okay? Yes. Then, yeah, the most important thing is allow them to teach you. Okay? As I told you, as a parent, when you're playing with your child, in turn, you will learn so many things which the child teaches you. Okay? So the same thing happens even at school. Okay? Allow the child to teach you. Take all the positive things from the child, because learning happens in both ways. You're teaching the child and you're learning from the child. Yes? Okay, so this is how, let's follow at least 15 to 20% of this, and I'm sure you will see a lot of progress in your children. Okay, start it from today. Okay, and just try all these things, which works, which doesn't work. Okay, because parenting, again, there is no parenting and teaching, there is no rule book. Okay, or there is no step-by-step procedure. These are all trial and error methods. We don't know which works with what kind of child or what kind of parenting style is more effective. Okay. Okay. So this was about today's discussion. Any questions you can ask. I want you all to talk now and ask questions. Share your experiences if you have.
How do you make the children apologize for the mistake?
Yeah.
The kid has understood the mistake,
yes,
but she or he doesn't want to open the mouth and say that word sorry.
Yes, I have seen this scenario. Okay, I had experienced it myself. See, when thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Vanita, ma'am. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. Okay, jokes now. So I have seen this scenario. I have experienced it also. It's very difficult for the child to express and say sorry, because it feels like we are humiliating the child. A child get humiliation feeling banbidutte. So what happens is, at home, always use magical words. Say, for example, I just hit my child, but he didn't intentionally break the glass. So you can't just tell, oh, okay, it's okay, and leave it off. Acknowledge that you have made a mistake as a parent. And you say, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. So sorry will not be such a big term for the child to use it again. In school, again, the same applicable to the teacher. If you have done a mistake, please apologize, say sorry, okay? And then if you get something from them, say thank you. You want something, please say please. Okay? So this is how we inculcate using these magical words. In school, we make it a priority and teach them the magical words. Okay? Yes. Anything else? Anybody else? Okay. Anybody else? You want to talk? You want to ask questions? Yeah. Some of you have raised your hands. You can ask one by one. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
So some kids, they do mistake. After that, they'll say sorry quickly, and then they repeat the mistake again,
Yeah.
like biting their t-shirt. Like
Yeah.
it's quite.
Some behaviors are. It is like sensory issues, like biting t-shirt or putting pencil in their mouth. These are all sensory issues. Okay.
Yeah.
Adana Swalpa, you have to use different methods to tackle it. You will have to give them a reward system. Reward system andre, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. If you stop biting your t-shirt, we are going to clap for you. Not
Okay.
reward system in terms of bribe. And chocolate kodustini, pencil kodustini, no, that is bribing the child. Okay? Emotionally rewarding the child. Wow, come on, let's put a star on him, on his hand. Okay, all these are rewarding system which you can use to correct behaviors in the classroom. Okay, this will really help.
Thank you.
Yes, Shweta asked, Shalini, you want to ask a question? Shalini Govardhan, Chandrakala. Okay, no, just by, I think by chance there. Chaitra?
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Hi, like your class was really amazing and very informative.
Thank you, Chaitra.
I don't know. I think so. It's a bit silly question I'm asking you. See,
Okay.
I have my sister has a son. He's very naughty. You tell that you can make doing independent decision is correct. But I feel so when we give him the chance to be independent, he tells none. I can do everything. He become very arrogant.
Okay. See, yeah, there is a very thin line between independence and arrogance. Okay, when the child becomes overconfident in doing day-to-day life, that will reflect into becoming arrogance. Okay, so you just try to give a slightly difficult task, but you have to monitor. Try to give a slightly difficult task, and I'm sure most of the time the children will fail. Solve a difficult task kotaka, the first time will always be a failure. So then you have to stand behind and say, see, this is why we say you have to listen to me. Some things you can do, some things you cannot. Okay, so that is how you have to correct the child slowly. Again, arrogance also can become behavioral issue. Hokta hokta. So you have to handle this in a very delicate way, Chaitra.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for the previous reply, ma'am. I have one more question.
Yeah,
the kids tend to imitate their friends, maybe a senior friend or a friend of the same age.
Yeah.
Okay, it is good because they right from the birth they imitate and learn. That's how they learn. They imitate the mothers, fathers, etc. But they also learn some unwanted talks or unwanted behavior which the parent of the child doesn't like.
Yeah.
And when we try to tell them, like, see, this is not how we do, they immediately have an answer. They say, but why does that girl does? Her mother didn't say don't do. When she can do, why can't I do? So how do I handle that?
So what you can do is here, see, we have different upbringings. Of course, some parents are very particular about how they behave. Some parents are not. Okay. Now, if the child says, okay, their mother is not asking, why are you asking? Okay. Then the next time the child asks you, Mama, can you please give me this? You can immediately tell, will the same does that parent give you the same thing? But you are asking me this. Right? So there is a difference between their house and our house. Our scenario is different. Okay? So this is how you have to behave in our house. Of course, what she or he is doing also is wrong. But maybe the parent is not noticed. Why don't you go and tell, no, this is wrong. This is not the way you have to talk. Okay? So that's how you can encourage the child. Tell your child to take the initiative to go and tell the other child that what he or she is doing wrong. Okay, so maybe that might help.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? I think we can wind up now.
Hi, all of you. I think today's session was good. I want feedback from your side. Some of you can unmute and then just say tell us the feedback if there is anything to improve or
anything else which can be added.
Or if you guys want any new topic to be discussed in the next week, you can go ahead and tell us now. Anybody?
The session was extremely helpful. Just a small request. If it's possible, can the ma'am share her notes, the points which she explained?
Okay, the points.
Yeah, the points which she explained.
Points which I had just made. These are, elaboration. These are just few of the points which I made. Notes for enough.
Okay, no problem.
What you can do is we are going to post this particular video on YouTube. So you can watch
Okay.
the session again and make it.
Yeah, maybe then I can
Thank
take notes of it. Yeah, but the session was
you so
extremely
much. We had-
helpful. Yeah.
Thank you, Jyotsna. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? Okay. Kusuma.
Yeah, Kusuma, you can unmute and talk.
Hello, ma'am. The
Yes,
session
Kusuma.
was very great, ma'am. Thank you so much for the session. I have one doubt, ma'am. Actually, I have a 8 years
Thank you.
daughter. Whenever I ask her to do something,
Okay.
like help me through doing this, she'll tell, "Hey, no, mama, I will not do." Like that, she'll tell and she'll go. Again, again after I finish that
Okay.
work, she will come and say, "Sorry, mama, I did not help you." Like every time she'll do like this and she'll start crying. I don't know how to handle this situation, ma'am.
Okay.
Every time she'll do the same thing. She will now first she will
See,
refuse and she will.
Sometimes you have to persuade the child. Persuade the child and tell them assertively 2-3 times. I'm asking you to help me. Do you know what do you mean by help? You have to help me now.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the point if you come later? Come on, let's do it. Persuade the child till the child joins you. That will be the first time. The second time, I'm sure the child will, voluntarily come and join. Okay, make the activity fun. Okay, that's how you can encourage the child. If it is boring, then the child will resist. Or they'll be, waiting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I hope everyone is done. So let me just add on one of my point also. Usually children in the house, right? Like, we need to engage them one way or the other. Most of the parents, what they do is like, they usually give the smartphone to them and then like, trying to engage them in their own thing. Some people are saying, some people also complain about like, she will not let me do my work on a regular basis. She always keeps and comes and interrupting and then, making some noise or, hurting themselves. And there are so many other scenarios also. So what is the best thing to do here is involve them in your own work. For example, you're in the house, maybe you're cooking something. Maybe you want to go ahead and, cut the vegetables. So you can ask them to give them a vegetable, ask them to go wash the vegetable and come for you. So involve them in your daily activities. Like this, basically your frequency is going to get matched for a period of time. She knows like, you are also busy and then you can, I can be a part of, what mama is doing. And they have got extremely high energies at this point of time.
Yes.
So these high energy, you need to utilize it in a very, positive manner. So if you leave it off like that, probably it is more like, it is going to have a negative vibe over a period of time. So anything that you want to say, the, child doesn't want to listen to you at all. Involve them in your, daily activity. So it is going to have a, very good mileage over a period of time. Right? So next, can we have Archana?
Archana, you want to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was an amazing session. And I have a question. I'm a mother of a 14-year-old boy. He's into 9th grade. My son, he's into 9th grade right now. As you say, even I believe in this concept that we should not compare our child with anyone's capability, any child's capability, but showcasing or showing a live example of what a other child does. This age, as you know, is in between teens and this thing, no? So I'm really finding myself difficult, or I doubt myself whether I'm on a right track to make him organized, because as he's proceeding to his 10th grade, no, he has to be very much serious about what he has to become right now. And whenever I go for this PTM and all, know you, I end up with the teachers always, they keep telling that your son has a capability of becoming a rank holder, whereas he's not little serious about his percentage. So when I try to insist on this thing, I have to show a live example of what the other kids are trying to do in their life. So I have a confusion whether I'm comparing or I'm showcasing a live example for him.
No. See, it's not comparison. See, what you are trying to do is, this is a dilemma of each and every mother, especially when the child enters their teen. Okay, that's when their horizon expands. Okay, first they are focused on few things. Now the focus is on many other things. Okay, how they look, how they dress, how they portray themselves, all those things. So here, what you can do is, since your child, see, the thing is, the whatever efforts he's capable of putting, it is not shown in their in terms of percentage. Okay, as I told you, see, knowledge is if the child is able to understand, academic skills is there, then you don't have to worry. Okay, the moment they enter 10th, when they see their peers putting in effort, and when they see their peers focusing on which college they have to join. Okay, because again the college seats are based on percentage itself, right?
Yes.
When you get that seriousness, automatically they'll fall in line. Trust me. So you don't have to get so anxious.
I'm yes, ma'am. That's the reason why
Relax a bit and give your child the time. Okay. Explain him. Do not take an individual as an example. Take a institute as an example. See, that is a very esteemed institute. So if you want to get admission there, then this is percentage. Where are you now? And just calculate by yourself what is the effort you have to put in. This is how you need to phrase your sentences.
At one point of time, I felt that I was doing it, and later on, we started telling our own lives, me and my husband, our own lives, what was it and what was not. It's a thin line, ma'am, actually.
Yes,
Exactly.
So that's what I told you. Parenting, it is very tricky. We don't know what works, what doesn't. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Welcome, Archana.
So, Vanita ma'am, do you want to add on?
Yeah, Vanita ma'am wanted to talk.
Okay. So I hope that's all for today. I thank all of you for coming ahead and attending this session, and I also thank Akshita ma'am for taking this particular session.
Thank you for attending. Yeah.
So before we wind up, I just want to again tell you, we are offering this nursery teacher training and Montessori teacher training program. So if anybody wants to go ahead and enroll for this program, many more such much deeper insights will be discussed inside the course. And apart from that, we are also offering primary teacher training course. So anybody who has already completed their NTT programs can enroll themselves for a primary teacher training program. So this is going to be there for a complete of 1 year of training. So after training, we also help them with a placement also. Okay. So for any other information, you can contact me on 98868555700, or you can visit our website, NIECCE.com. So I thank all of you for coming and taking part in this webinar. So next week also we'll be having a new guest who will come and do it. So follow us on Facebook and keep in touch with us. So you'll be getting the relevant information as and when it happens. Okay. So thank you so much all of you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.